Hello, hello. Thank you so very much for stopping by. Before we begin, I wanted to give a huge thank you to all of my patrons. Let me just bring up the patron list really quickly. A big thank you to Timecalm, Emma, Elfie, Knock on Wood, Nobody at All, Agatha, Ragecat 888, Amy Wires, Fortune, Hermes, Kara, Evelyn Puppy, Dzib, Rosebound, Shadow Caliber 01, Nonberg, Fish Salad, Antari Akiyama, Sarah Smith, William Heil, Valkyr Tenno, Rylanor, the fan of a truly iconic Foxo, Galahad, Selgor Agaras, Marisa Crisidasame, Benefer the Potato, Genetic Zero, William Coles, CT Mackin, Songbird, Kyra, Void Dweller, T305, Vibe, Morning Owlet, Elster's Shiny Things, Tarses, Jessica, Amy Olgers, Tiny Portal, Chloe, Beer the Space Witch, Ellipses, CM Fireflies, Some Guy, Ghost48, Joanna, Indigo, Kai, Danny Babani, Banana Busfet, TGS TGA, Beatrice Violet, Liliana Sokrovia, Chalky Rain, Breedable Vaporeon, Eden, Mick Shepherd, Artemis Lake, Captain Aardvark 986, Zentrika, Lily Adams, Hazel, Archibald, Bluegoo, Alice, Kolick 92, Nova the Artist, Prophecy Fulfilled, DFA Plays, Robot Waifu, and Bloodmoth. Thank you. Thank you so very much for all of your support. It truly means the universe to me. And without further ado, hi. I'm back. Fishing in Genshin? Ah, let me know how that works. Hello, self-fulfilling prophecy. Welcome, welcome. Hello. Hello. It sure has been a little bit since I've streamed, hasn't it? Howdy. I believe the last time I streamed was a bit of a short one, and it was a little bit of a situation that arose after that. I believe that if you're in the Discord server, you know full well what I'm talking about and why the last stream cut out as quickly as it did. Water. Refrigerated water is just really nice. I appreciate the cool water, especially during these particular hot days in Phoenix. Arizona gets so hot. Like, let me look up the current temperature. It is about 111 degrees Fahrenheit. And sunny. That has been a consistent high temperature over the past couple of days, at the very least. Yeah, you could almost take a frying pan, set it on the sidewalk, and then cook eggs on it. I mean, they wouldn't be good eggs, but you could. Oh, you're playing Dark Souls 2 Self-Fulfilling Prophecy? I see. Well, I hope you knock them all dead. Dirt makes it tasty, lol. Mick Shepherd. Egg. 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 Oh, I see, Valkyr. Yeah, when I was in Cali, the hotel that we stayed at was freezing. It was such a strange thing to go from freezing weather like that to the heat of Arizona once more. It was a little bit jarring, to say the least. Hopping across the border to get to SoCal is always a little bit of a drive. It's around about 5 hours worth to get to where I need to go. And it wasn't fun the last time. And it wasn't under the best of circumstances, but hopefully the next time I'm back out there, it will be to better circumstances. To meet people, again, whom I love and adore without everything hanging over us. So basically, for those not in the know, this is more for those who might pop into the stream or watch it back later on video. The last time I streamed, and the reason I cut it out so early was because I had gotten a text from my father regarding my grandmother, who at the time was in intensive care. At least that is what I remember. They could have had her in a different place. But she wasn't doing good. I managed to get there sometime around 10-ish, 10, 11-ish at night. And I made it. I made it so that I would be able to see her one last time. She passed around 7:30 the following morning. I still miss her terribly. She was amazing. Truly. I'm certain that if you got to meet her in person, you would think that she was incredibly lovely. It was hard being in that room. I had to clench my teeth multiple times to stop myself from whimpering, because I didn't want to make of myself a spectacle when everyone else was having such a hard time. Family was there. We were able to catch some of her last words. And it was all mostly about how she loved us. And I was able to let her know that I loved her too. That I do love her. That she was a figure that helped keep me alive. I'm certain that you would have liked her. She was a tough woman. One of the best. And I'm proud that I got to know her. They played music from Queen. I think it was my dad and his brother. Because she always had a thing for Queen. Yeah, it hurts. I do my best to get on with my day-to-day life as best I can. But yeah, sometimes it really does just strike me as incomprehensible. She's gone. Excuse me. Hello, Julia. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. I got to meet family members whom I had never met before, which was always a very interesting thing. My mother did not want me meeting some of these family members, and there are a lot of theories between myself and them as to why. We think that our mother did not trust that person too very much, though we do not understand why right now. Please go ahead, Julia. Feel free to ask. I'm so terribly sorry, Valkyrie. Offering huggles to all who want them. Even group huggles, if you so wish. It really, truly is a terrible thing to lose a family member. To anyone with a shred of empathy, it is crushing to hear. We're all holding strong. In September, we're holding a celebration of life. They're going to try to find a way to get me over there. I'll be talking with my beloved, as well as my big sister Akira about it. Excuse me. Julia says, okay, my first question is, you have made some of the videos that I really, really love, but some of the video that you don't have makes for a very long time, and some of them is demon vampire. Okay, I'm not sure I understand the question. Are you saying, are you confused as to why some of them haven't had, like, continuations? Sequels? Like for the, Yandere Demoness that I have been doing? Or the Yandere Vampire that took a bit of a break? Yeah, these things, believe it or not, they take time and effort, and oftentimes I don't know how to continue writing something. It's kind of what happened with the Yandere General stuff. It kind of just took a backseat because I didn't know how to finish writing it. And now that I'm doing a rewrite, because I know how to continue writing it. The Princess Wasp, I think, was the name of that video. On some others now, it is a little bit hard for me to write it down because my iPhone is changing the world, but I have a not make a new video. Oh, the Yandere Wasp Hive series has finished. I might do a season 2, I might do a season 2, but I am not going to offer any promises. Believe it or not, I am going to make a slight announcement right now. Mostly for... what's the word I'm looking for here? It is quality of life. I'm going to be taking a short break from making videos. I'm gonna try to do more streaming. I'm going to continue streaming for the foreseeable future, so you don't have to worry about me going anywhere. And you can always give me new lines to say on stream whenever it is you feel. So please, please don't feel like I'm going anywhere. But I just won't be, like, posting new videos for a while. I'm going to be taking this time to focus on improving my artwork capabilities. I want to learn how to draw. I want to be able to draw for my thumbnails. I want to be able to make some decent artwork for once. I want to be able to draw my own anime girls for my thumbnails so that, I don't know, I could put in some more of my own creativity instead of taking shortcuts. Because I have actually been, like, thinking for the longest time that I should be taking shortcuts, that I should be going back to some of the tricks that I used several months ago, where I used anime PNGs for my content, and while that's all well and good, I kind of just want to draw my own content. I want to bring my characters to life. And who knows, maybe you'll find some YouTube shorts that feature some of my characters in them. Hey, Time Marshall, welcome. Julia Sessman's second question is, what is inspiring you to make you videos? Is it some people that is asking you to make those? Can a video, or do you use your imagination? I do use my imagination. All of the videos, unless they are specifically taglined as being written by someone else, a la Yankon, or creepypastas written by Slime Beast, or so forth, those are marked with different authors. They come from different minds. But most of the yandere that are on this channel are all my own original work. I put them together with the little bit of twisted madness that resides in my skull. So most of what you find here is an example of my own madness. Julia says, to answer your question, I know it would take a time med before you will have this one coming to you, but yes, it is so what you said. Okay. I'm doing the best I can, Time Marshall. I'm so sorry, Nix. I hope that you find more. Valkyr says, unfortunately brain dying and need to wake up for train. Wish everyone an amazing night and have an incredible night, Nico. Good night, Valkyr. Indeed, why be normal when madness? Thank you so very much, Julia. Yes, Mick Shepherd. Glorious madness. Oh. Time Marshall. Regarding what happened. The reason I was talking about the reason why my stream cut out the last time, why it was so short. I had to attend to a dying relative, my grandmother. She is no longer with us. That is why there's rest in peace in the chat. You really, really would have liked my grandmother. Oh, she could be a right firecracker sometimes. One of the things that she said was how hard it was for her to raise my Aunt Nicole. Which, it struck me as incredibly funny. Throwing zingers to the end. Thank you so very much, Otep, for the $50. I enjoy putting my madness to paper and unleashing it with my voice onto the greater world. I'm so terribly sorry, Time Marshal. It always is hard. Are you... Nix Garcia, are you threatening to make fish extinct in Genshin? Believe it or not, I actually wrote a 10-page short story about the origin of Jenny Jester. If those of you in the know already know this, as I have posted it in the server directly, but in the horror tab, as in horror, sometimes my accent butchers words, but in that tab, I actually wrote a short story. It was basically meant to be a prologue, a prequel to The Jester, which I just posted on the channel. And this short story basically just chronicles this one poor, like, working class dude called Kenny who had just about, by the end of his rope, getting pulled into, his own circus. Hey, Trainmaster, welcome. Time Marshal says next month on the 4th, I really miss her. I'm so terribly sorry, Time Marshal. Damn Fox Akira. Big sister. My big sister currently isn't here. Big sister is currently off someplace else. Has been for a good couple of days now. I believe that she will be back by the 25th at the very latest. Mick says, "You're the reason I listened to ASMR, found your Mafia audio, and was hooked, lol." My Mafia audio from way back when? Goodness me. My writing sure has changed, hasn't it? And so has my voice. I think I sound a lot more confident these days. And while it does retain a little bit of that sharp edge at times, and it can definitely go raspy, I think that ultimately my voice has improved. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's okay, Julia. Nick says, let's go. Foxo in chat as well. Hey, Spyro. Hi. Welcome. Mm-hmm. Welcome. It's good to see you again. Hi. Welcome. Hello. Hi. Hi. How high are you? Hi, how are you? No, how high are you? Hi, hello. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. Actually, let me try this. Hi, how are you? I'm pretty fucked up, man. I don't remember where that's from. I think it's a skit online somewhere. Yeah, I really do like streaming. I really, really adore streaming. I want to stream my own art process. I want to be able to stream myself drawing. And I want to demonstrate that I can improve. And hopefully I can make some nice, tasteful art. Spire says, by the way, since I've seen on Discord that you played it, is Dead Island 2 worth the money? I've played the previous ones, but it has been a while. Well, Spyro, I do think that it is worth the money. I do think that it is worth the money. But I think that you should get it on sale if at all possible. I recommend that for pretty much every game. Get it on sale if you can. Don't spend as much if you can help it. If you can get away with it, I would sequester that money away, because you might need it for your own expenses. Very, very smart, Spyro. But basically, yeah, save your money wherever you can. Pinch pennies, cut extraneous costs where you can, and don't pay full price for video games. I would also recommend that you avoid buying the Switch 2, because A, it doesn't have that many games on market right now, and B, it has this annoying clause where if you try to install emulators on it, they are legally allowed to brick your device. Like, you just won't be able to use it. Which is just utter BS, and I still am angry at Nintendo for that. Like, what constitutes modification? Is repair modification in any way, shape, or form? Will you brick my device if I decide that something's broken on it and I would like it repaired? No, thank you. I don't like this dystopic this overzealous control over my own console, the device that I paid for. If paying for it is just renting it, by that point, if it's just buying the license to use the device, then it's not really owning it, is it? If buying ain't owning, then taking something that belongs to Nintendo isn't stealing it, now is it? Yep, talking about the Switch 2. And I'm not even going to suggest people buy Hogwarts Legacy, because I don't want Rowling to get a red cent from it. Yes, J.K. Rowling likely earns money from Hogwarts Legacy through royalties. So buying the game puts money in her pocket because of royalties. She has royalties to the Harry Potter IP. Buying it supports her. Self-fulfilling prophecy says, big stop killing games energy. I am of the opinion that people should be able to, people should be allowed to make whatever they fancy. If you've got the technical and art skills to do so, I believe that you should be allowed to make whatever games you want, without fear of Nintendo coming in and putting a stop to it because it infringes on copyright. Like, say you make a platformer that is eerily similar to the original Super Mario Bros., for example. Maybe even the characters look similar. But if it's a good game, if the controls are great, if the art direction is poppin', I believe that people should be allowed to, make the game and make it available. BMD4, yes. All companies are terrible in one way or another. I don't believe that there is ethical consumption under capitalism. There's always something. There's always something that we own that has benefited from the exploitation of others. Like, for example, I have a cell phone here. I believe that a lot of people have cell phones. Well, it's a very silly thing to say because Yeah, a lot of people have cell phones, but a lot of the components of this are not made in the United States. A lot of the components are even the product of child slavery. I'm not going to break this device because I very much need it. I very much benefit from it. But I cannot ignore the fact that it was made by unethical means, when it could just as easily been made through ethical means otherwise. Trace the parts to all of your devices. You will find out, in some way, shape, or form, that they are made either by a company that has shady dealings, or the raw materials come from shady places. Morbidly Obese Shell says, I made an Uwu game once. It was just a cookie. It was just Cookie Clicker with Uwu. Nice, Shell. Capitalism is inherently based on suffering and built on suffering. Both meanings are true. Capitalism, in its very essence, is that some people deserve resources more than others. Who is Elon Musk to say that he deserves more than the rest of us? Who is, say, Jeff Bezos to say that he deserves, like, this gigantic mansion that is built on the suffering of his employees, who can't even go to the bathroom on a regular basis and risk injury to deliver our fluffing packages? Capitalism, in its very essence, is based on the haves and the have-nots to extract the resources from us very, very slowly. Julia, it's alright. I am transgender. I am a trans woman. So my voice does carry some affect of being like a guy's voice, but I have trained it to being otherwise because I don't like being perceived as a guy. I hope that answers your question. Shell says, okay, true, but if you're poor, you can't really afford ethics. If it wasn't for Walmart, I would have been hungry several times in my life. That is entirely true. And I am not judging anyone here who gets their food from Walmart. Just as I don't judge every single person who owns a cell phone. I think that a lot of people don't understand where the components have come from. And even when we finally understand where some of these components do come from, it doesn't mean that I'm saying that they are bad people. Just that they should be aware of what is going on around them, and potentially work to stop it where we can. I completely understand Spyro. When Brian Thompson um, was killed, when his subscription to the server was revoked, when he went to join the Choir Invisible, when he made several people's lives lighter, he certainly made my life a lot lighthearted. I certainly got a chuckle at seeing a dirty CEO of a health insurance company get what, in my opinion, he deserved. Because health insurance companies are inherently like vultures. Especially the more unscrupulous ones, like United Healthcare. They're vultures. And this is coming from someone who is paying not just for my own health insurance, but still paying out of pocket to pay for my medical bills, all of my medical expenses. I want to spend my money commissioning art from artists, people whose work need to be acknowledged. I don't want to continue to spend out of pocket to pay for my, like, my medical expenses, and then also turn around and have to pay for my insurance. Congratulations, Shell! Hey, Swords are soft. Hi! Swords are soft saying, I giggle every time I remember I used to think you were straight. I am certainly not straight. Otep says, but the billionaire needs the third yacht. I think that yachts should burn. I think that we should put them all in a big bonfire and have a nice campfire. Because what is a yacht, really? When a normal boat could suffice just as well. When we could use those boats for more than just shows of wealth and luxury. I think that it is absolutely disgusting. It makes me sick to my bloody stomach to think about that. Star says, I only found out the trans part in a stream, and oh boy, did I have some revelations. You have a really pretty voice and is so soothing and helped me feel safe in a very weird time of my life. Oh, thank you so very much. I honestly did not know that I was so cis-passing. Self-fulfilling prophecy says no ethical consumption is a double-edged sword. You have to know what the problems of your purchase have, but at the same time, people need things to live. It's impossible to be truly ethical. Precisely. And self-fulfilling prophecy also says, but that is not an excuse to not be aware and to try to mitigate when possible. Yes, your ignorance will not save you. And to purposely ignore the information given to you is to exacerbate the problem. Oh, 'cause Shell graduated. They're now a master's student. Spire says, caused by the Asari goddesses, your system is fluffed on every conceivable level. BMD4 says yachts should only exist in media. They certainly should. And only because, only as properties of the villains, because I think that a good villain should have a yacht. Otep says, how else will we eat the rich without cooking them first? Yacht Campfire. Yacht Campfire. Hey, Sparking Weirdo. Then also, so I decided I'd stop by here. Also, congrats, Shell. Welcome back. It is good to have you on the stream again. Exactly, or criminals. Yes, but specifically white, conservative Christian bankers that use their money to pass anti-gay, anti-trans legislation in media. Specifically them. Specifically them. Congratulations, Shell. Ty Marshall says, I hate the summer because I suffer with hay fever. BMD4 says, why just fight people? Shaking my head, shaking my head, shaking my head, shaking my head. Spyro says, when the end of the world happens, I don't care much for trying to survive, but I will make sure that the 1% won't make it through that. They caused it, and by the goddess, they won't get to survive it. They're stupid. They are short-sighted and arrogant and ignorant. If Elon Musk decided that he's going to go live on Mars, I think that we should let him. He won't survive. He is, to put it simply, a dumb fuck. He is a stupid, arrogant asshole. And he is going to freeze to death on an inhospitable world. Because he won't have engineers around to support him. Do you think if he's gonna try to escape the world, that engineers are suddenly gonna be on his side and do it? When money means literally nothing anymore? No. It's gonna be the working class that suffers, and it's gonna be the people building his shitty space stations that are going to cause his demise. Sergeant Sauce says angry Nico. Oh yeah, I've always been a little bit pissed at the current state of this world, and I've made no attempt to hide it. Even in my art, even in my madness that is my collective, works. In all of the works I've written, they always have some element of progressiveness to them. Even the Yandere AI, the one that was mostly based off of my own likeness, even that AI wanted nothing to do with capitalism and actively purged it from the system when she could, because she couldn't stand it. Precisely. But he needs trans people to stop existing because they're so mean to him. I mean, he only bought Twitter so that he could encourage free speech, but not that free speech. Not so that people can be mean to him. A lot of the Anders that I've written, a lot of them do have progressive leanings. Some of them are villains, straight up irredeemable, like the tyrant from the Hunger Games AU. That is entirely a capitalist. She is entirely a capitalist. She may profess to be a romantic, but she really just wants to own the listener. That is the entire bit. Yes, Hunger Games mention starts as soft. Precisely, BMD4. No transphobes are allowed on my Discord server. If you're transphobic, you will be banned. No community for transphobes. They will have nowhere to hide. And I've made it absolutely no secret that I hold a special form of displeasure with conservatives. I have officially run out of fluffing patience. If you do not have the capacity to learn from your mistakes, if you will not see the harm that your vote has caused, then I am not going to treat you like a friend. I am not going to treat you like an ally. If you are maintaining willful ignorance to harm caused, get the fuck out of my life. I don't want them there. I do have a Discord server. It's only for those above the age of 18. This is because I fucked up. I fucked up and did something that I honest to goodness should not have. And now the server is 18 plus. Shell says, even I don't want to eat the trans subs. They aren't worthy of even a single nom from me. Yeah, me and Akira had, like, entire debates about that. Like, you can't get blood from them. It's like trying to get blood from a stone, but even stones are more useful. Self-fulfilling prophecy says, my direct supervisor is a hardcore Trumper. Thinks he was the best president in years. However, everyone else is either gay or liberal. Oh, see, Spyro. Ah, good night, Julia. Nick says, apparently one of my managers at work is a pro-life conservative Republican. My big sister's biological mother is a Trumper as well, from what I remember. Pro-life, or rather just anti... To borrow from George Carlin, or just flat out steal from him, anti-woman, which is such a weird thing to say about a cis woman. That she is against women having bodily autonomy. Like, she is anti-abortion, and she voted for Trump. Bought into the whole 9 yards. That so sweet a child as Akira could come from such a person is hard to believe. But no, when she was last here, I maintained an air of superficial calm. But inside, I just did not want to interact with them at all. I just wanted them to be about their business and to go away. And the only reason I kept up even that was because she was my big sister's mother. I care about my big sister Akira. I love her. As if we were related by blood. That is the only reason that things remained relatively civil. If I just straight up didn't care, I would probably just be incredibly cold and just tell her to get out. Oh yeah, swords are soft. I completely understand. I'm not gonna share the story without, like, your explicit blessing, my beloved, but I do have a bloody cross to bear. I do have a bone to pick with your blood family. I have bone to pick with your mother and your father. I have a bone to pick. I'm going to pick so many bones that there won't be any bones left. They will just be, like, boneless. Seriously, They nearly caused my fiance, my beloved, to die They nearly caused her to die last year. Like, oh my gosh. He was in severe pain. Because, Fluff, I can't even remember what it was off the top of my head right now. I'm just so angry because they were literally begging to go to the hospital, and they literally waited till the last fluffing minute, and oh my gosh. The irresponsibility. The irresponsibility of that. Oh my gosh. Gallbladder is my gallbladder. It was infected, wasn't it? Am I misremembering? Was it infected? And they just very nearly allowed my beloved to die. Like, legitimately. There was a period of time last year where I was genuinely concerned that my partner would die. Like, oh my gosh. So, I've got such a bone to pick. Remembering that, it just makes me want to break their father's nose. Yeah. Madre puta porquia. Yeah, I would have such a bone to pick. I would be so far up his left nostril, it would take tweezers to pull me out. The absolute audacity of the man. The audacity of that woman. Yeah. I am incredibly miffed right now, like legitimately angry, just at the thought of this. The irresponsibility, the sheer audacity, the arrogance. Would that I could. Right. Yep, had to take a second to calm down. Thinking about the tale makes me incredibly angry. I think, just for just a brief moment, that I will not be as angry this time about it, that I can handle it civilly. No, they very nearly caused my darling to die, and I will not stand for that. I'm so sorry, my dear. I do want to flee the States. I do want to flee the States with my darling in tow. With my darling and my big sister. I want to get them both safe and sound. Whether it be in Canada or it be in Europe. I don't mind having to learn languages like Dutch or Swedish or Norwegian or German or French. I will take any language. Any language. I will take it and I will learn it if it will assist me and my beloved getting safe. Nick Shepard. In response I say, I'm here. I am queer. I am quaking with fear. Buddy and Guy? Why Buddy and Guy? Oh, golly. BMD says, my trans friend, she is trying to get a new ID and flee. She's great, and I hope for the best for her and her girlfriend. South Park. Ah, I don't watch South Park. I've never been interested. Oh, I do my best to integrate into Canadian society. I would do my best to integrate into any society that would have me. If you would accept me the way that I am and not try to kick me out or hurt me, we'll get along fine. I will do my best to accommodate different languages. I will do my best to become as fluent as I am capable. And heck, if I was allowed to, I would go back to school. There's so much that I would love to learn. And my grandfather has offered to fund my tuition, but I believe that it's time that I come a little bit clean as to why I won't be accepting that offer. Because I always felt awkward whenever my father or my grandfather would make this offer of paying for tuition. I just don't feel comfortable with that. I don't feel comfortable putting other people's financial situation at risk in order to get me further educated. And beyond that, I don't want to accept debts. I don't want to be indebted, which is what I would be. It's hard to flee when you have debts. Hey, Big Sister, I believe that this is a conversation that we should probably have in private. We'll talk more about it. Like I said, we'll talk about it. Right now, brain is still kind of stuck on this track. Also, I apologize. I whacked the mic. Although it does sound like a wonderful thing to be able to accept that, go back to school, to try to learn. I know that I'm not the smartest in the universe. Maybe it would be great. Oh no, it wasn't an instrument. It was me hitting the mic a little bit with my hand. It was an accident. My apologies. Hop, 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 hop. Me? Oh, la-di-da, I'm having absolute fun. My microphone, my right microphone. They are age, brutal, without mercy, but you will be worse. Rip and tear until it is done. Felt a chill. You know what? I'm gonna do the Slayer Testament. In the first age, in the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened, one stood, burned by the embers of Armageddon, his soul blistered by the fires of hell and tainted beyond ascension. He chose the path of perpetual torment. In his ravenous hatred, he found no peace, and with boiling blood he scoured the umbral plains, seeking vengeance against the Dark Lords who had wronged him. He wore the crown of the Night Sentinels, and those that tasted the bite of his sword named him the Doomslayer. So what do you think? More? Should I do the rest? Shell. Tempered by the fires of hell, his iron will remained steadfast through the passage that preys upon the weak, for he alone was the Hellwalker, the unchained predator, who sought retribution in all quarters, dark and light, fire and ice, in the beginning and the end, and he hunted the slaves of doom with barbarous cruelty, for he passed through the divide as none but demon had before. And in his conquest against the blackened souls of the doomed, his prowess was shown. In his crusade, the Seraphim bestowed upon him terrible power and speed, and with his might, he crushed the obsidian pillars of the blood temples. He set forth, without pity, upon the beasts of the 9 circles, unbreakable, incorruptible, unyielding. The Doomslayer sought to end the dominion of the Dark Realm. The age of his reckoning was uncounted. The scribes carved his name deep in the tablets of hell across aeons, and each battle etched terror in the hearts of the demons. They knew he would come, as he always had, as he always will, to feast on the blood of the wicked, for he alone could draw strength from his fallen foes, and ever his power grew, swift and unrelenting. None could stand before the horde but the Doomslayer. Despair spread before him like a plague, striking fear into the Shadow Dwellers, driving them to deeper and darker pits. But from the depths of the abyss rose the Great One, a champion mightier than all who had come before, the Titan of immeasurable power and ferocity. He strode upon the plain and faced the Doomslayer, and a mighty battle was fought on the desolate plains. The Titan fought with the fury of the countless that had fallen at the Doomslayer's hand. But there fell the Titan, and in his defeat, the Shadow Horde were routed. And in his terrible rancor between worlds and through time, the Hellwalker found the wretch who shall not be named, but in his heresy was loyal to his evil cause. The wretch adorned the Doomslayer in a mighty armor, wrought in the forges of hell, impenetrable and unyielding. With sword and shield of adamantine strength, the Doomslayer set to banishing all that were left unbroken by his savagery to the void. Yet as the mighty Titan fell and dread engulfed the armies of doom, the demon priests of the Blood Temples laid a trap to capture the scourge of hell. Insatiable, even by the vanquishing of the Great One, the Hellwalker sought prey in the tombs of the Blood Keep, and blinded by his fervor, the lure drew him in. The priests brought down the temple upon the Doomslayer, and in his defeat entombed him in the cursed sarcophagus. The mark of the Doomslayer was burned upon his crypt, a warning to all of hell that the terror within must never be freed. There he lies still, and evermore, in silent suffering. Nick Shepard says all is empty, belly empty, head empty. Aether says no true terror is when you are hungry and go to the fridge to find nothing, and after being annoyed at this inconvenience you go to the refrigerator, and that too is empty. Hello. Hello, dead area. This is all too spooky for me. I'm trying to sleep. Have a nice rest of your stream. Good night. What's your favorite instrument? Chainsaws. What? Did I stutter? Should I play Doom? Is that what I should do? Should I play Doom? Should I play Doom Eternal? (1812) Overture, baby. Tchaikovsky, yes. Tchaikovsky always, yes. Wattlecopter says Mozart is losing it right now in jealousy. Hop, 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 hop. Spire says every once in a while, I suffer some cognitive dissonance while watching, since it feels kind of creepy to just stare at a pretty lady, and yet I have to remind myself that what I see is an avatar. Ah, yes, an avatar. An avatar of me. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Aww. So cute. So very, very cute. You're a good girl for me, aren't you? Of course you are. more, Spyro. Good girl. It's been a while since I've made a truly slow, dominating, like, dommy mommy sort of voice. Oh, I so want to bring it back. You are the goodest girl. Good girl. Oh, you'll be good? Oh, so good. Otep says, I don't know what anyone is talking about. This is how close Fox is all the time. Oh, Aether, you're gonna be evil. You're gonna be evil. Bad girl. Someone's flustered. Oh, poor dear. You can have one tree shell as a treat. Aw, holding a fluffy plushie. Oh, an aspiring villain that has a secret plushie. How adorable. Oh, you are a good girl, despite it all. So quick to obey orders. I seek to dominate the entire world. You're going to help me with that, won't you? How was that? I should really do some more dommy stuff. Such a good girl you are. Good girl. Oh, you'll tell me your pronouns, won't you? You want to be good for mommy, don't you? Very good. She, her, they, them. Oh, good girl, PMD. Good girl. Spyro says you have probably turned many into lesbians and given the already lesbians some complexes. Given the lesbians a mommy complex. Oh, poor dears. Or do you want a villainess to put you in your place? Of course, good girls get head pats. Pet, pet. Oh, good dear. that delighted smile of yours, it warms my heart. So obedient, so cute. Good girl. So, what would you like me to say in a sort of dummy mommy voice? Any particular lines that you would like to hear? I'm more than prepared to offer whatever you ask for. Just keep in mind that I have the ability to veto whatever you choose. For safety reasons, of course. But you're going to be good for me, won't you? Yeah, da da da, la da 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 da. Spyro says, heavy question incoming. Is it possible for someone to be trans if they don't feel dysphoria? Is it a prerequisite to be unhappy with your body to be trans? No, it's not a prerequisite. It is possible for someone to be trans if you don't feel dysphoria. It could be gender euphoria. It was a case for me that I had dysphoria. And I still kinda do. Oh, I see, BMD. So you like being called a good girl? Oh, I have an idea. What's the idea? Will I regret asking? Oh, just remembering an audio I did and thinking about writing a sequel to it. The mind-controlling villainess. The one that takes control of you by touching you. Skin-on-skin contact that robs the mind of its senses, leaving one a willing puppet. Sparrow says, I know someone who wonders about that, but they say they are not feeling bad in their own body but would like to be a girl, yet are not unhappy being a boy. I don't know what to tell them, so asked you. Everyone's journey is their own. But for me, my journey began when someone asked me if I was trans, and it took a little bit of prodding for them to get me to answer, which was basically, yes, I am trans. I like being perceived as a woman. I think that being a woman fits my identity. Aether says, I will say this now, by the way. You can call me by he, him, they, them, and she, her, mainly because of being born male, but due to things, I don't mind female pronouns either. Yes, I'm most likely a femboy. Well, I see. I wonder... Oh, Aether, I wonder how you would feel if I were to call you a good boy. Good boy, Aether. BMD says, anyways, I think I'm ready for this. Could you say, attack the D point? In a dummy mommy voice. I think I know where that's from. So, what do you think, Aether? I dare say that I got a good grip on a mommy dummy voice. Oh, yes, I've got a good grip. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see, Spyro. I see. Is this stream lagging for you? I hope not. Internet has been a little bit spotty still. Otep says hand-holding. Fox, that might be too lewd for the YouTube. Oh, yes. I might have to put it on the Patreon for what I want to do. Uh-oh. The stream is buffering. Could you say, was it you who went into my personal cookie jar and ate my last cookie? Because I was saving that one for the best girl I know. And it looks like she got to it early. Bad girl. You know you wait for Mommy to give you your treat. Spyro. I'm afraid you've lost your signal. Oh, good, VMD. Let's begin. I'm gonna make you wish that I stayed gone. Tune on in when I'm done. Your status quo will know its race is run. Oh, this will be fun. Stretches feel nice. When did YouTube streams add XP? Never seen this before. It's like a simp leaderboard. Honest to goodness, I don't know. And I don't know if I like it. But what did you think of that? I know I could do better. I see, 11 teen. Oh, thank you, Mick Shepherd. Perhaps I'll tap. The AI from my series? Oh my. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. BMT says your voice makes me dizzy. Poor dear. Getting dizzy. Hey Nathan Hunt. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the show. Salutations. Good to be back on the air. Yes, I know it's been a while since someone with style treated hell to a broadcast sinners for choice. Eleventeen says, let me know if it's rude to bring up or against roles or something, but you're male to female trans, right? Your voice is incredible, and it's cool seeing someone be able to craft it so well if that's the case. It is true. I am transgender. I am a trans woman. That is male to female. Believe it or not, 11 teen, my voice sounded a lot different. If you will direct your attention to the stream for but a moment, let me see. I'm going to play you a clip of what my voice used to sound like. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
1408. 1.
Ta-da! Believe it or not, Demon Fox Akira thought that that was not my voice. Believe it or not, Akira thought that I was pulling a joke on her. But believe it or not, That is my voice. That is my voice from 5 years ago. But it is. It is my voice. That is a reading of Stephen King's 1408 on SoundCloud. I lost access to that account, so on the internet it remains. It is a time capsule of how my voice used to sound. Yeah, seriously, there is a little bit of a laugh at the end that sounds like that. It sounds like my old chuckle, like my But yes, my voice training began 5 years ago. And in 2022, that is when I started uploading regularly to my channel, and that's when my voice training went into overdrive. I've been focusing on improving my voice ever since because I like sounding more feminine. I have actually used it to drop a line once, but it's actually, believe it or not, it's actually really, really hard for me to do my old voice. It, honest to goodness, hurts to go really, really deep these days, but I could still ask if you would like a can of Pepsi. Like, if I go back to being that deep, typically it kinda sounds like I am doing a Patrick Star. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Aether says, I am now in bed and I need an answer to an important question. Which plushie should I hold closest to me out of the 4 Ruby girls? You should hold Ruby. BMD says, I can hear it. An intro to the Dark Millennium speech would go so hard if read in your voice. Oh, or Tristan? Oh yeah, believe it or not, I had some people ask me pre-transition if I was the voice of Tristan Taylor from the abridged Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. Oh my god, I think Duke farted. My voice gives me super strength. I don't think I can do it that accurately these days, but it's fun to try. An intro to the Dark Millennium. Oh. Oh. Oh? Huh? Huh. Let me see if I can find... Ah. It's literally the introductory statement, right? It is the 41st millennium. For more than 100 centuries, the Emperor of Mankind has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. He is the master of mankind by the will of the gods and master of a million worlds by the might of his inexhaustible armies. He is a rotting carcass, writhing invisibly with power from the dark age of technology. He is the carrion lord of the vast imperium of man, for whom 1,000 souls are sacrificed every day, so that he may never truly die. Yet even in his deathless state, the Emperor continues his eternal vigilance. Mighty battle fleets cross the demon-infested miasma of the warp, the only route between distant stars, their way lit by the astronomician, the psychic manifestation of the Emperor's will. Vast armies give battle in his name on uncounted worlds. Greatest among his soldiers are the Adeptus Astartes, the Space Marines, bioengineered super warriors. Their comrades in arms are Legion, the Imperial Guard, and countless planetary defense forces, the ever-vigilant Inquisition, and the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus, to name only a few. But for all their multitudes, they are barely enough to hold off the ever-present threat to humanity from aliens, heretics, mutants, and far, far worse. To be a man in such times is to be one amongst untold billions. It is to live in the cruelest and most bloody regime imaginable. These are the tales of those times. Forget the power of technology and science, for so much has been forgotten, never to be relearned. Forget the promise of progress and understanding, for in the grim, dark future there is only war. There is no peace amongst the stars, only an eternity of carnage and slaughter, and the laughter of thirsting gods. Want your minds blown? Ask for a GLaDOS. I'll be right back. I need to handle something really, really quickly. But I shall return. Hello. Stand back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1. Aether says, if you can do a GLaDOS voice, can you say, "You're not smart. You're not a scientist. You're just my good girl. Forever." Uh-huh. Here's also my email address. BMD says, wow, I did not know I needed a Yonder GLaDOS, but I'm happy I got it. Someone who wants in the Discord, I will check out my emails and my Discord very soon. I honestly, truly didn't believe you'd fall for that. If I'd have known you'd let yourself get captured this easily, I would have just dangled a turkey leg on a rope from the ceiling. Still, it was nice catching up. Let's get down to business. I hope you brought something stronger than a portal gun this time. Otherwise, you're about to become the immediate past president of the Being Alive Club. Ha ha. Seriously, though. Goodbye. Oh, you were busy back there. Well, I suppose we could glare at each other until one of us drops dead. But I have a better idea. It's your old friend, deadly neurotoxin. If I were you, I'd take in a deep breath and hold it. Huh, Yandere Ruby characters? I'd have to watch the entire series from back to front before I could honestly conceive of doing that. Of course, Nix Garcia. Did you just stuff that aperture science thing we do not know what it does into an aperture science emergency intelligence incinerator? That has got to be the dumbest thing that— whoa, whoa, whoa. Good news. I figured out what that thing you just incinerated did. It was a morality core they installed after I flooded the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin. To make me stop flooding the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin. So get comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emitters. That core might have had some ancillary responsibilities. I can't shut off the turret defenses. Oh well, if you ask my opinion, you should just lie down in front of a rocket. Trust me, it's a lot less painful than neurotoxin. Random internet surfer says, "Hey Foxy, long time no see. Glad to see you're alright. How's the family during the last stream?" I basically dropped everything, packed a bag, and then skedaddled over to California for a little while to be with my grandmother before she passed. The following morning, after that stream had aired, my grandmother passed away around 7:30 in the morning. She went in peace, surrounded by people who loved her and whom she loved. Oh, I see, Demon Fox Akira. Maybe we should watch it together. A favorite movie based on a true story? Time Marshall. That's... Whenever I see something that is, quote, based on a true story, I expect embellishment. And the true story is oftentimes both more mundane and also more fascinating. Though if I had to choose one, it would be Deepwater Horizon. Mainly because it underscores the direct consequences of capitalism, as well as, you know, oil drilling. Nick says Yandere Salem, though. Oh, Yandere Salem. I see. Fascinating. Uh-oh. Another GLaDOS quote popped into my skull. You know, being Carolyn taught me a valuable lesson. I thought that you were my worst enemy, when all along you were my best friend. The surge of emotion that shot through me as I saved your life taught me an even more valuable lesson, where Carolyn lives in my brain. Goodbye, Carolyn. You know, deleting Carolyn just now taught me a valuable lesson. The best solution is typically the easiest one, and I'll be honest, killing you is hard. Do you know what my days used to be like? I just tested. Nobody murdered me, or put me in a potato, or fed me to birds. I had a pretty good life, and then you showed up, you dangerous, mute lunatic. So you know what? You win. Just go. It's been fun. Don't come back. Aether says Nix. What about a yandere Neapolitan where the viewer is able to read minds so they always know what she wants to say whilst not able to figure out what is real and what is illusion? Random Internet Server says, if you're interested in looking up yandere characters, I recommend looking up Carmilla from Wuthering Waves. If you play as female Rover, she comes off as a Yuri yandere. Huh. BMD says one of my favorite movies is Django Unchained. It can be very uncomfortable at times, but it's a great romantic story, and I normally do not like romantic stories. Django Unchained. A very interesting movie. I like several scenes from it. So, how's my GLaDOS impression? Has it gotten worse or better? Or is it round about the same as the last time I demonstrated it? Well, I see, BMD. I'm sorry. BMD says, also your GLaDOS impression is great. Thank you so very much. Believe it or not, I worked really hard on it. People over the interwebs genuinely thought that I was GLaDOS for a little while. And while I am very flattered, I am not. I am definitely not the GLaDOS voice actress. Nathan says I'd give it an 8. Thank you so very much, Nathan. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, Time Marshal. I do my best. Always. What are the odds? I'm turning into pure math. What are the odds? And you get a cookie if you know where that's from. Yep, Gravity Falls. A cookie for you. Ba, ba, ba. There we go. Cookie. Yeah, Probabilitor the Annoying, who was voiced by Weird Al Yankovic. Of course. But you should do it more on stream, you know, for practice. Don't disappoint me, or I'll make you wish you could die. That's one of my favorite lines from GLaDOS. Hey Bradman, it's been quite some time. Welcome back. Please pull up a chair. Bandy, hot take. Cocoa mint ice cream is the best flavor. I like mint chip. I like mint chip. I think that it's tasty. Tasty. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ah yes, the dungeons, and more dungeons. Ooh, cookie dough ice cream sounds good too. Ah, making me want ice cream. But I can't buy any right now. I think you should develop your mod more. Alrighty. Good luck, BMD. I'm rooting for you. Oh You'd be okay with being trapped in a dungeon run by me, random internet surfer? I see. Oh, ominous fox mom. Yeah, I believe it's high time I brought the Dommy Mommy voice back. Aether says I would be trapped as well, only to roll for cute things or a wonderland and hit a nat 20. Branham says, question. Of all the yanderes you've voiced so far, which ones would you like to run into the most and the ones you want to run into the least? Ones I want to run into the most? Yandere AI. The ones that I would want to run into the least? Well, foremost on my list would probably be the tyrant that I wrote. That tied with the yandere alien. It would be a little bit horrifying because from the outside perspective, it's just The Thing. It's John Carpenter's The Thing. It is scary. Yeah, the yandere alien. From Forever and Always plus The Last Human. It is just John Carpenter's The Thing with a yandere flair. Random says fair. I would have voted for the mommy yandere because she just seems heavenly. Oh, thank you so very much. It's absolutely delightful. I like putting on the yandere mother voice because she's just so caring. She cares about you. Like, really cares about you and might affect space-time to make sure that you're okay. After all, I just want to see my darling little girl succeed at life and not have to worry about all of that human stuff ever again because, well, I'll be honest, it's been nice watching you go through this human phase of your life, but I believe that it's time you really started to get a feeling for your more maternal side of things. The more eldritch side of things, I should say. The ascended side of things. Oh yes, quite. I just want to take my darling home with me, my darling little girl. I want to make sure that you're absolutely safe, and I just don't feel comfortable having you here on Earth any longer. I mean, we should really think about replacing your human avatar sometime soon. I know that you've gotten attached to it, sweet bean. But we really must show you the ropes of how to handle things in extra-dimensional space. It's so fun to workshop that voice. It really is fun to step into that role. Water. Delicious, delicious water. You fit that role like a glove? Well, whenever I write a character, sometimes it is just so very easy for me to step into the role. I mean, take me, Jenny Jester. It is so very nice to be out on the world stage at long last. Ha 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 ha! Alley hoop! It is magnificent, spectacular. Welcome to the family. Gosh, it's so great. It's so great unleashing voices like that. Ah, I detect it. It's great to be out again, because the world is a stage, and the stage is a world of entertainment. Thank you so very much, Random. I do my best. Fencer, a pleasure to be meeting you, sweetheart. Quite a pleasure. Excuse my sudden visit, but I saw your fiasco on the picture show, and I just couldn't resist. What a performance! Why, I haven't been that entertained since the stock market crash of 1929. So many orphans. Dear, if I wanted to harm anyone here, I would have done so already. No, I'm here because I want to help. Hey, Viola. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Well, I mean, it is like a little bit over 100 degrees where I'm at. So yes, quite a bit hot. Nathan, it's from Has-Been Hotel, the pilot episode. Also, mood dampening reminder. Apparently Google and all the tech companies got hacked and stuff, so change your passwords, y'all, just to be safe. Uh-oh. 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 Be very careful and update your password just to be safe. Antari Akiyama, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I cannot confirm whether or not Google has had a significant data breach. However, it is best to err on the side of caution and update your passwords. Protect yourself and your loved ones. Make sure to change your passwords regularly. Yes, in Fahrenheit and not in Celsius. While some people might concur that we are, I do not believe that we are living in hell right now. You use Fahrenheit? Well, it is what I grew up with. But I have been endeavoring to use meters. I know what a kilometer is. Darn! Changes password from 12345 to 12346. They'll never suspect.
Question.
What's your question, soldier?
I teleported bread.
You what?
You told me to.
How much?
I have done nothing but teleport bread for 3 days.
Where have you been sending it? Which girl from Night Rain has your favorite design? Says random. Let me look up. Because I don't actually have a concrete bead on everyone's names. A cross between Recluse and Duchess. Thought you'd like Revenant too? She's so tiny. Oh, I believe so. I've seen a lot of memes with Revenant. Here, commit a crime. Yippee! I think that Revenant is silly. She may not be my favorite design, but I think that she's number 3 on my list. It's Recluse, Duchess, and then Revenant. Run, 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 run. Smack! Run, 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 run. I'm just imagining tiny little girl running, skittering with a giant hammer. Gives axe. Go. Do crime. Yippee! Go. Do crime. Aether says, I essentially always call myself a bunny, and whenever I can, I will be a bunny. And I like a fox VTuber. Should I be scared? Oh, poor bunny. Run, 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 little rabbit. That one's actually a reference to the vampire I did. Little rabbit. Oh, little rabbit. Viola says, "Oh no, I can't run. My legs stopped working." Poor dear. Aether says, "I will get a shot of the hedgehog if I need to, as they are," and I quote, "fox hunting." Well, that's just mean. Mean, mean, mean. They're trying to outlaw fox hunting, and I believe that fox hunts should be outlawed too. It's designed to make foxes terrified, and they leave traps that are unsafe for wildlife. Time Marshal says, "What are you gonna do if I'm a bad boy?" Well, Time Marshal, I'd call you a bad boy. Maybe I should include some more whispers in my work. Some more whispers, and maybe make my dominant voice a mainstay. Random internet surfer says, "Question, if I sub to your Patreon, which audios do you recommend I listen to first?" Oh, Project Arcadia. Project Arcadia has been a Patreon-only audio for so long, and it might remain thus. But I believe that you'd enjoy it. Then there's also the Mature Content Pack. The Mature Content Pack is, as it says on the tin, is mature stuff. It has the extensions to some mature-rated audios. What in the... Hang on a second. Sorry. There is a tiny spider on the wall. I really need to see about putting mint everywhere. Insects don't like mint. That's an arachnid, though. Spiders are arachnids, but maybe putting around the mint will scare away their food source. Otep says, "Fox against fox hunting? Who would have thought?" Yes, I'm very prejudiced. But seriously, fox hunts do damage. Yeah, needless cruelty. The poor fox says. Nice, Nix Garcia. I'm glad to hear it. Nice, McShepherd. Legal. Of course it'd be legal in America. I don't want to be made into a fur coat. Please don't turn me into a fur coat. Please. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to put a stop to the fur farms and puppy mills and fox hunts. Honestly, it is my hope that we'll be able to put a stop to, well, not put a stop to, but significantly slow down the extinction event that we caused. Precisely, Aether. And besides, with bunnies, I practice catch and release. Viola says, who cares about being illegal when it comes to doing something that'll hurt actual bad people? So I say be great, do crime, and stop fox hunting. Precisely. I recommend aiding all sanctuaries where we can. Sanctuaries that prevent the trade of fur. Poor dear Aether. Viola says you're turning everyone into a puddle again, Fox. Well, such is my wont to do. Precisely, Otep. Good girl. Good girl. Such a good girl. I see ya, Aether. Would you prefer that or Artemis? I know you don't mind, but what would you prefer? Nick says I want to be a puddle on the floor so I can be a menace to society. Oh, living out of spite? Oh, but you're such a good girl. Viola says, Nix, get back here and get in the bucket and put the fire down. Nix says, no, I want to be a menace. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay, Artemis. So long as you're certain. Nick says scuttles away as a puddle. Can't stop me. No. The puddle menace. Absolutely adorable. I wonder. Good girl. Good girl. Such a good girl. Hi, Viola. Such a good girl. Now tell me, would you like a cookie? I certainly know that I could go for a cookie right now. A nice chocolate chip cookie. Something nice and tasty. Oh, Aether. Such a good little bunny. Such a good girl. Someone realizes what this is all about. I wonder, how does it feel when I Viola says everyone run. She has a clicker. Believe it or not, it's just me snapping my fingers. That is my snap. I've been snapping my fingers. Oh, such a good girl. Can you just imagine melting into a puddle the second I snap my fingers? Such a pure act of submission. Good girl. Very good girl. mm, thoughts? I must say, I'm quite hungry. No thoughts, says Viola. Only puddle. Oh, poor dear. Poor dear. Did a single snap really cause you to melt? Oh, poor dear. But seriously though, how does it feel? I want to make sure that you are alright. And to make sure that you are safe and comfortable too. After all, if you're not, then it rather defeats the point of this. Mick Shepherd says, Chat is basically a lake at this point. Many puddles unite, lol. All into one. Viola says, gay panic. I'm okay, but I can't stop blushing. Oh dear. Aether says, nah, I think we made an ocean, so now we have 8 seas. Oh, I see. An ocean of good girls? Very good girl. I think if we work this properly, then we can have you clicker trained by the next stream tomorrow. Isn't that an exciting thought? Being clicker trained into being complimented. Positive reinforcement training. I believe that these days we could all use a little positive reinforcement. Don't you agree? Ba, 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 mm, mm, mm-hmm. I'm starving. I wonder what it is I could eat. Oh, there's several things in the house that I may eat. And I do so look forward to doing so. OTEP says me, I will not be clicker trained. Everything I watch and listen to, hey, it's time for your clicker training. Aether says, Cutiefox, I receive clicker trained good girls. Audience, you receive a stream of never-ending positivity and being called a good girl till you melt. Viola says, I think I'm gonna regret saying this, but what would your character sound like if the listener called them a good girl? Well, thank you. Thanks, oh my. Basically some variation of that. Oh. Good girl. Can we see some smiles in the chat, please? May I see some smiles, please? Probably, Artemis. Poor Viola. Thank you, Nyx Garcia. OTEP, very, very good. Let's see if we can get a few more in chat, please. Love to see your best smiles. That works, Nyx. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. That's it. Very good. Good girl. Good girl. Very, very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Very good. Good girl. Very good girl. OTEP says, oh no, I've been trained to obey. How awfully amazing. And if I were to snap my fingers on the off chance now, perhaps your mind will be cast back to being called a good girl. Of course, darling, swords are soft. Hello, Winter. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I've just been clicker training the audience. Speaking of which, I do hope that everyone is alright. Would like to get some acknowledgements and make sure that everyone is okay. No, swords are soft. I can't fluster you. Should I take that as a challenge? You know that it's not wise to challenge me, swords are soft. You might find that it has a price that you can't pay that easy. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm very, very glad to hear that. Fuel up, Pats. You can't make me think I'm a good girl. I'm dangerous. Well, I mean, I could certainly try my best. Winter says I'm flying up to Canada to see my partner soon. Oh, that's great. I'm so happy for you. Well done, Winter. Congratulations. Indeed, Winter. Indeed. Making me feel jealous here. Not only are they getting out of this country, but they get to see their beloved. I can't wait till I see my beloved face to face. I wonder what I should have to sate mine appetite. Swords are soft face to face. I can't look at you, so I don't think it would be face to face. Well, I could always tilt your head up to get you to look up at me. Wouldn't that be so hot? To have me tilt your head up by the chin to lead your gaze where I tell you to. Perhaps it won't be. Hello, Emma. Welcome. Viola says, wait, how would the Seven react to the mortal calling them a good girl, as in the Seven Sins? Well, I think they would all have very interesting reactions to being called that. Perhaps I should voice it. Sarzosoft says, I'll just keep doing exposure therapy. Oh, so very good of you. Aether says, oh God, please never do that to me. I'll just melt instantly and never recover. Look me in the eyes. I want you to look me in the eyes. Good girl. Emma, Queen of Hell, says, the real question is, what is a good girl if demons can be good girls? No, it's because I want to look deep into your eyes. Such is the emotional connection. Oh, poor dears. Hello, Slimianor. Shanka dropped in to say hi and that I'm a big fan. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. If this is your first time here, please pull up a chair. Have something nice to drink. Get a snack. Ah, Slimianor. Boop. And I have subscribed to your channel as well, Slimianor. I hope to binge through your content sometime. Hello, Steam Femboy. Welcome. But of course, Slimianor. I want to give as much support as I can to my fellow creators. I am honestly honored that you are a fan of my work. I'm pleased as punch. Sorceress says, I'd love to blame it on my autism, but it's only with Nico. She's the only one I can't make eye contact with. Oh, poor dear. Emma says, I am Ace, but I like being called good girl because it makes me feel good. Oh, by the by, Slimianor, if you are interested in doing so, I would be interested in collaborating with you on some of your meme content, if that is something you are interested in. Just thought I'd offer. Katie Campbell says your videos have generally brought so much joy into my life. Well, I'm glad. Thank you so very much. Marcy B says, hello, just stopping before I got to work. I just stumbled on your channel recently and I've been binging your videos. Thank you. I'm so very glad. I am really glad that you've been enjoying them. Thank you so very much. Oh. See you later, Swords of Soft. Emma says, they're putting ads on live streams now, huh? Yep. Swords are Soft is my fiancé. Hopefully we will have our wedding day permanently set. I'm hoping that we will be wed sometime in January. If not, I would definitely want it to be sometime next year. Even if I have to corner them on December 31st before 11:59 and kiss them just as it turns over to the year after. I think that might be actually quite romantic. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Yep, they're very, very supportive of my job, of what I do for a living. They're really, really sweet and creative and kind and oh, then I'll avoid it. I don't like Hallmark movies. More of the werewolf series? When? Oh, are you talking about Faramth? Faramth and the Listener? If so, I might continue that sometime. Viola says I finished my comics and I've named it Why Me. Steam Femboy says, are you planning to do more vampire series? Maybe, at some point. There has been a series that I've been wanting to finish for a little bit. I kind of procrastinated on. I'm taking a short break. Hopefully I'll be able to get my creative juices working again, and in the meantime, I will be practicing my art. I actually got a replacement pen for my drawing tablet, so that I can start, attempting to draw while on stream. I am not the best when it comes to drawing, but I shall do my best. Believe it or not, this model was not drawn by me. I am not that talented. It was created by the legendary Starberry Vi. It was it took a fair penny dropped on this model. It'll take a while to recoup those costs, but having it drawn and rigged, it is amazing. And I'm honored that people spent their time and effort making this for me. Have I ever done a Yandere Lamia before? Yes, Greed. Yandere AI would be cool. Most of the voice actresses and actors who have been a part of that are no longer available or have passed on. For one reason or another. So if I do it, it might return to a solo bit. Hello, UTP. Welcome back. Thank you so very much, Steam Femboy. Starberry did a wonderful, wonderful job with it. Here, allow me to zoom out. Hup. Hup. Hi. Hello. And there we go. Back into place. Emma says art is fine, even if it's something you did for yourself. I really, really want to make art that people go ooh at. No matter what sort of flavor that ooh comes in. If it's a whoa or a oh. UTB says the fox shrinks. I didn't know that was possible. Katie says, it's cute. Heckleth, thank you. Or return with the Yandere Cerberus. I might do it at one point. After all, it's been, what, how many years since she's touched us? Oh dear, I hope we're not forgotten.
Oh, we're not forgotten. We just haven't been written in a fair bit.
Katie says, do furry art?
Heck, I do all sorts of art.
I do normal art, I do safe for work art, I do not safe for work art, I do furry art, I do not safe for work furry art. I would do it all. I would do it all because art is amazing and I want to devote my time to making wondrous sights. Aether says, this might give away my old username, but I still remember when you said if you hit 500 in one stream, you would release the model a week early, and I made you say you're the cutest fox in the universe. Artemis. Otev says, the fox can also grow. It's terrifying. Emma says, three-headed girl, I could never own a Cerberus. Believe it or not, she's actually like the Helltaker version of Cerberus. 3 bodies, but one personality connected to all of them. It's really just one person with 3 bodies, with 3 different modes of expression. UTV says, the beings in your script bicker over getting attention. Hello, sitcom. He would do that, Nix? Yes, Artemis is squeak. I still squeak. It's been a bit since I've squeaked because, well, Akira's not home and... Nick says I have the power of pen, paper, and my tablet. Thank you so very much. I do the best I can. The council has spoken. Lo, the council has spoken. The council has decreed. You're a good girl. Steam Femboy says, question, Eco. What kind of program do you use to animate some of your videos? After Effects? No, Blender. Pretty much every single animation after, like... I think it was after Symbiote? Yeah, after Symbiote. Pretty much every video after Symbiote is a Blender animation of some kind. The animation software I used before that was 3ds Max. Because I'm actually college trained in 3D animation. That's where I got my certificate. But yes, they're all Blender animations after Symbi. The best girl ever. Of course. Viola says, I'm trying to draw your characters, but I'm terrible at drawing. Well, practice makes perfect. And I believe that your efforts are wonderful. Keep going. You got this. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm actually trying to animate a fox model that I made myself. It's proving to be complicated because, well, animation is a long, time-consuming, and complicated process, and I need to research more materials. I want to be able to make some rather smooth, nice animations to show. Nice, Steam Femboy. I bet you do it better than I do.
Katie Campbell says, I love that you're one of the few ASMR creators that touches into transformation. I rarely see that and it's awesome.
Yeah, believe it or not, there was actually a reason for this. Before I was making the content, I listened to the content on a regular basis from creators like Dangerous ASMR and Bex ASMR before she nuked her own channel, as well as Bear Waifu Audios, After Dark VA, and a couple others. But yeah. And there's one from Dangerous, I think it had something to do with an insect girl, and she had... The scriptwriter for that one had the character faint before awaking to their own transformations, and yes, that's one of the reasons why the Yandere Wasp series exists. It's the culmination of my disgruntlement to what I perceive to be a bit of a trend amongst other scriptwriters that they don't indulge in this sort of transformation that often. One of the few I've seen was like from Waterway Wordsmith, who made The Cosmic Being, as well as like a couple others that delve deeper into transformation content. And I was like, well, you know what? I want to see it out in the world. I'll make it. I miss the days when I liked and respected Bex ASMR. You won't find her on YouTube anymore. That's because she nuked herself from orbit. Oof, that's a story.
Hello, S2 Tainers, too.
I send a wave and a hug back from the States. Sorry. But much love to Brazil. Much love to the world. Aglas has to be the transformation you want to see in the world, pretty much.
Katie says, I always thought whenever there's a Monster Girl ASMRs, please turn me into one.
Oh, I can make more. I can make so much more. If that was... If I get inspiration to, and that's where you guys wanted this to go, I will make more transformation content. Emma says, I like the transformation stuff. I also like the turn into a woman stuff, and two, I'm out of the loop on a bit of everything. That next. Slimeonor says, your transformation content is awesome. Well, thank you so very much. I very, very much appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Big Shepherd says, I also love the transformation ones. Something therapeutic about becoming something else. Precisely. Maybe. Maybe I will, Artemis. Maybe. Oh, it's quite alright, Emma. UTB says, to be fair, being given ears on top of head is rather pleasing. I said, realizing how weird a sentence that might be. Nah, I completely get that. I would much prefer having fox ears and a fox tail as well. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, whenever I purse my lips like this, basically puts the ears down. Yeah. Pra. Mick Shepard says, "Oh, I really like the irregular checkup. I liked becoming an eldritch horror, lol." Yeah, that one was certainly the bloodiest work that I had done by that point. I felt like I was really risking things at that one. Because it's just, it is so much audio gore. Pet the ears. Anyways, thank you so very much for stopping by for the stream today. It really does mean the universe to me. I plan on streaming again tomorrow at 2 o'clock, not 3, which I should have been doing in the first place. I forgot today, which is why I'm late. But yeah, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Please, make sure that you eat something nutritious and that you drink some water and that you stay safe out there because surviving really is winning these days. I'm not kidding about the water and the food, by the way, as well as the rest. You should definitely get on that too. I'll see you tomorrow. Same Fox channel. See you.